Control 3, solo, and then team. And then we already have the impossible category. Okay, so let's go to training is where everything is. So templates. So let's do MS template training. Let's also how does this work? Alright, well, let's try to learn that later. So let's just do default, any type Dashkin, leather ball, skip, reset level, cutscene completion. Win conditions, we should just have like score goal. Alright, so we got training template. Why are none of our thumbnails are loading? Because we don't have any thumbnails anymore? They're all named wrong? Alright. So we have locked, we have none. Score goals. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and make some of these guys. So this is going to be what? Scoring, control, movement, solo, team, impossible. And let's go ahead and edit these guys. And we also need training, don't we? Alright, so let's add a few checks here. So what do we got? We've got undefined, I believe. What's our mission category? So it should be if it's none. Hello. Why do I have fingerless gloves? Because they keep my hands from freezing in cold environments. They give me something to fiddle with while I'm compiling code. They prevent the PC Mark of the Master race from happening on your wrist. And they look fucking stupid. So that's number one in my book. Nah, it's also, for me, gloves are a psychological trigger to get into work mode. So I'll try to let's see. Stage. Stage has, yeah, it's mission has invalid category and is set to shipping. Check asset. Yeah. Yeah, cell shaded dev. That's I don't know. I started wearing programming gloves after basically what ended up happening is I graduated from college in 2009 and the housing market exploded, and by exploded I mean actually exploded, not like exploded like went well. It's like things went poorly. So pretty much finding a job as a recently graduated engineer was really difficult. So I started playing some MMOs while I was doing the interviews, and it took fucking forever. And I played, like, Star Trek Online had just come out, so I played a shitload of Star Trek Online because interviewing and finding a job is really damn difficult. But one of the biggest problems with finding a job is keeping your morale up while you're, you know, basically it's a whole bunch of hurry up and wait, right? You know, you always got to be available for phone calls. You got to be doing a whole bunch of programming tests and all the things. But a lot of it's just fucking waiting around and trying not to go insane because there's only so many jobs that you can apply for and stuff you can do every day. So, since I was spending so much time on the computer and doing all the stuff with mice, I was like, you know what? That South Park episode came out with the guy who's got like the gloves on, and I was like, holy shit, I need those gloves. I need to be like that guy because that's exactly what is necessary. So bad self-marketing. So I was like, you know, I should try it out, and I got biking gloves. Like weightlifting gloves are too stiff, but biking gloves work real well. And then basically from there, I just always wore them, and I kind of put them on. I've got a different set of gloves for when I'm playing games than when I'm programming. Like right now, my programming gloves are yellow, and my gaming gloves are red. So it's just one of those things, especially if you're working on your own. They're good to kind of get you into work mode when you're not feeling like it. Otherwise, it's a good passive indicator for office communication. So one of the issues with working in an office with lots of people with programming is usually it's an open office where people can just walk by and bug the hell out of you. So like you'll have headphones on and all that. But I got uh, my MLG glasses, which can't wear with a big ass thing like this, and I've got my gloves. And basically, if people would come by and I was wearing my gloves, it meant I was working. So don't bug me unless it's important. If I was wearing my gloves and my glasses, don't fuck with him. He's working on like something that really needs his attention. And if I'm not wearing gloves, it means I'm probably browsing Reddit or reading emails or some shit, and please interrupt me because I am doing nothing important. I created all those fucking folders and then it didn't actually make them on disk. Your half gloves are for winter. It's not bad. I don't know. I wear mine non-ironically because I actually like them. So, I don't know. It's kind of funny. Most people, like, you get used to wearing them and then, like, you'll stand up and, like, you know, go home at the end of the day and you're still wearing your gloves. And so people would assume that, you know, like I was going to go get on a bike or that I was going to go do weightlifting. They'd be like, oh, yeah, you're going to go hit the gym, right? I'm like, no, I'm going to go hit the fucking couch. So, good times. All right, so we should probably have different templates, like a whatever. Let's not worry about templates that much. Let's actually start getting all of our missions together. So a template. So training. MST scoring. We got MST solo. Team. And then impossible. And then MST debug. All the personalized variable name, working solo. I don't know. Working by yourself, I don't know. I wish I had more collaborators, but then again, I don't know. I never really had any issue with variable names, mainly because I was always in charge of the teams I ran. So if somebody had a problem with the variable names, it sure as hell wasn't me. Because I was the guy who was like, you name things this way or you get the fuck off my team. And that worked out pretty well for me. Alright, so this is debug. Thumb is debug. Category is debug. Stage 1, goals. Yeah, alright. GL sunny day. Let's actually put it in the training level. And ship should be false. Always unlocked is true. And this should be debug template. Training template. Debug template. Alright, so this will be, what do I call that? Debug template. Yeah, so this will be a possible template. Thumbnail should be impossible. Category is impossible. Ship should be true, always unlocked. Yeah, I guess I'll just have them all always unlocked. Alright, so this will be movement template. Thumbnail is movement. Category is movement. And alright. See, this is scoring, and we got scoring 1. Alright. Yeah, I can definitely see how it probably get really frustrating as an engineer, or it wouldn't. Not having control over stuff like variable names and naming conventions and crap like that. But I've basically been a server engineer the whole time that I've been professional, and there usually aren't very many server engineers on any team. Mainly because you can't fucking find any of them. Usually, pretty much everywhere I've ever been, they're always hiring more server engineers. So I've never really had an issue with that sort of thing, because it's just like there's only like 1 or 2 of us, and just like, I'm doing it my way. Okay, cool, no problem. Alright, so we built this up. We should see our different templates. So we have debug, impossible, scoring. And right now I'm putting together I'm gonna physically make all the missions. And it might take a while of just setting up data and crap like that. And I can start filling everything in. Am I missing a category? So you got solo, team, scoring, movement, control. Where is control? I don't see control in here anywhere. Very good, sir. I know about nothing about Substance Painter or any of that, so I can't commiserate or otherwise. Alright, so training template, debug template impossible. This is movement 1. Movement template 1. Movement template 1. Movement 1. Scoring template 1. Scoring template 1. Scoring 1. Solo template 1. People are lazy. Yeah. I mean, the other thing is, people are unreliable. I think that's the biggest thing, is people have the best intentions on doing something, but then they won't be there when you really need all that. And for good reasons. Like, there are reasons that people shouldn't be available. It's like, hey man, I need to pay rent, so I can't do the thing. Be like, you know what? That's pretty important. Go make sure you can pay rent. Maybe you shouldn't. It's control 3, control template 3, control 3. Alright, this is movement 2. This is movement 3. Yeah, also just game development is just real tough. Just agreeing on something between two people, agreeing on something between more than two people is difficult. Basically, even with working with Adam on this project, it's very good that we have a division of expertise so that we don't step on each other's toes too much in terms of, well, I know this about games, and get into like a pissing contest over it. Versus it's like, well, this is how, I've done engineering things, so I'm going to continue to do engineering things that way. And he's done art things. He'll continue to do them his way. Alright. Let's save all those things. Can we export them? And let's see. They're all marked for ship. I should actually go through and make sure all these are not marked for ship. And I need to learn how to use the grid editor for Unreal at some point here. And that some point is very rapidly approaching. These should not be sorted this way. Why are they sorted this way? Like, they should be sorted by their enum type, and instead they're sorted by, like, some trash that's not anywhere near good. Does this need to be an equals sign here? To, like, sort it, please, and then set it to the sorted value? No. Lighting stuff, yeah. Unreal 4 is definitely, it's got a learning curve. Right is blah for undefined, undefined, undefined. Left is 10 for control, left is 5 for control 1. Left is 15 for control 3. Right is object object for undefined. Right is undefined for undefined. So what is this get int for enum not returning the right thing? Yeah, it should be returning 0 for this thing. So I need to go change my template for this guy. So undefined, training, scoring 1, movement 1, control 1, solo 1, team 1, scoring 2. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, solo, impossible, and debug. Alright, I think I've got my utils here for this guy, where I actually have the names that we want to put here. I love all the animation features and other good stuff that Unreal offers. If I'm looking at a Unity, there is way less. Like Unity has to store some material editor stuff, but yeah, that's what Unreal has for free. Yeah, I haven't looked too much at the asset stores. I probably should, but I am graced with the presence of a content creator that can actually make good content, so I let him do whatever he wants with that. And he's messed around with some stuff from the store, but I don't think he's done too much with that. Alright, here we go. Here's our enums. Alright, so we've got... I should probably just copy paste these to make sure I get it all right. And I wouldn't want to take any assets off of the asset store as an engineer, really, because like it's not a good idea to buy something you can't fix unless, you know, you're just toying with something. It's probably better if you're a designer, because then you can buy things that get supported by other people you don't need to pay on salary. Feels like you never need something to buy. Yeah. I haven't had any problems with the content creation tools in Unreal. They've been pretty good. I mean, we've had some issues with stuff like SpeedTree and some other things crashing the editor, but it's always been like there have been problems with the systems in Unreal, such as, oh, lighting doesn't work here, or, you know, this doesn't work how I want it to, or something like that. But the actual asset tools are usually pretty decent. As far as I've seen. Undefined, training, scoring 1, movement 1, control, solar. That's solo. Scoring, movement, control, solo team. Scoring movement control solo team. Scoring movement control solo team. Possible and debug. Very good. Yeah, brain is definitely the best way to do things. And I need to change all these to debug. Alright, so thumbnail is going to be debug, category debug, for all these guys. Alright, this thing is already telling me good information, such as, hey, you set all these things to the debug category, but they're all checked to be shipped, which is wrong. Don't do that. Alright, let's see. So, how do I open up multiple objects in a grid view? Alright, property matrix. Let me see, is that what this is called? Open selection and property matrix. Easier workflow without sacrificing. Alright, so in the content browser, alright, I'll just close all this trash. So asset actions, if we go to advanced, bulk edit via property matrix. Okay, so it opens up everything. You can add and remove columns. Columns can be removed through the drop down. Edit properties. So if I go in here, I want the name of the mission. Alright, so alright, this is starting to be something I could actually use, isn't it? So the question is, if I select all these guys, can I save them? Alright, cool. Sorting, controls, copies. Alright, let's see. What else have we got? Can we save a layout? Let me see. Layout customization. Let me see. I don't see anything. What happened to the property matrix? What is this? Property matrix has been disabled for materials. Okay. Mass editing tip. Had to change a whole lot. Very useful is the thing. Read over the user guide. It allows you any structures. And he's linking to the official docs on that, I'm guessing. It doesn't look like you can save the pins. Alright, let me just read it. I'll just sit here and force myself to read this damn thing. The property matrix is effectively a table handles. Much like other grid-based editors, all cells have two modes, display and edit. Depending upon the current mode, the cell's feature set changes. User can add or remove columns by pinning and unpinning them, the property on the right of the table. Columns can also be removed from the drop-down in column headers by middle-clicking this themselves. The property matrix will attempt to auto-populate the table with useful columns based on the types of objects bound to the table. Most cells just display their bounds value as text and allow the user to enter the text directly. But cells are fully customizable by the programmer and can vary greatly. For example, some cells have completely customized implementations such as Boolean color and values. One great feature is it lets you compare property values deeply in an object. The property value can even handle array indices, ! 2. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. But enough of the enthusiasm, technical documentation. It's really not that. Even more exclamation marks. The property tree on the right of the table is bound to blah blah blah. Yes, it's the most amazing thing ever. You wrote the feature, I get it. User can also sort a column in an ascending or descending order. Simply clicking on the column header, an arrow will appear to indicate. Keyboard controls. Escape exits the current cell. Control C, Control V, Control A. Home or left click moves the current cell to the first cell of the current row. End or Control right. Alright, down arrow, up arrow. F2, the current cell enters edit mode. Middle mouse button toggles pinning of the clicked thing. Middle mouse button, click on the column header. Remove pin, click property. Okay, so you can... Alright, so basically the property matrix is supposed to be this big dynamic thing. Is there a way to add an object to the grid? Probably not, based on what it was saying. So basically what we do is you just do one at a time like that. Couldn't find mission score goal 01 to unlock this. Yeah, check the missions. Alright, asset actions. Let's do our unlocked by. There's one error. Couldn't find mission debug 02 to unlock mission debug 03. Check MS debug 03. Debug 02 is right. Okay, so these guys all need MS underscores. Maybe? No. The issue is the name of the mission. We've got an L in there for debuggle 02. Very cool. So, I've got all the stuff getting set up here. Alright, well, I'll be right back.